I am best-selling author and ultramarathon runner James Peratt, and today we're going to talk about the warriors of the Maasai tribe and how it is that they're able to jump higher than NBA players. Now, it all really comes down to just one exercise, and today I'm going to tell you the history behind it, the science of it, and how you can use this exercise to run faster, punch harder, jump higher, and to be generally more athletic across the full spectrum of your physical outputs. A quick 30-second history background. There are many cool things about the Maasai tribe. For instance, they use lion hunting as a rite of passage for men to become warriors. However, another cool thing about them, one that's specifically relevant to this video, is their Adumu ritual. Now, the Adumu is part celebration, part ritual, and as you can see, these guys are having a great time. But more importantly, it is pretty much the perfect example of elite plyometric training. Now, a lot of times when fitness coaches talk about plyometrics, they start talking about things like box jumps, and those are technically not plyometrics at all. Now, the Maasai understand what these guys don't, which is that if you want to get insane hops and insane speed and power, you need to train the stretch reflex of your muscle, okay? Now, if you just imagine a muscle fiber or all the muscle fibers in your body as essentially rubber bands, okay? And you can train them to stretch and take a lot of load statically or in slow motions doing, conventional gym movements. But if you're not training them how to load tons of energy and snap back really quick, you're never gonna get that really fast twitch, explosive output that you see from elite athletes. So that's why you have someone who's like a power lifter that can, deadlift 800 pounds, but when you get them out trying to do broad jumps or sprints or lower body power exercises on a field, they have a really hard time. And that's because they have the ability to generate a lot of force, but not to do so in a rapid window. And the way that you develop that is by training the stretch reflex of your muscles. And that is exactly what this exercise does so well. Over time, low-level plyometric training like this thickens the tendons. It makes the bones more dense from repeated impacts and microfractures that fill in naturally in a healthy manner. So in addition to training the fast twitch stretch reflex of your muscles, they also increase your bone density and thicken your tendons. Now, it's important to remember too that the vast majority of the explosive power in your body starts in your lower body. So as weird as it sounds, by regularly training Maasai hops, you're actually training your entire body to produce massive amounts of explosive power in a very short window of time. Now we're gonna head up to my gym and I'm gonna give you guys a quick coaching demonstration so you can get started today building explosive power just like the Maasai warriors. All right, so now that you know what a Maasai hop is and where it comes from, I'm going to go over 3 important rules that you need to do before you can go out and try them on your own. The first, we want to pick the right surface. Okay, if the ground is too hard, it's going to be a lot of impact and shear on our joints that's really unnecessary. And if the ground is too soft, like say the sand at the beach, now that ground is going to absorb all of the energy that we're trying to use to train the stretch reflex of our muscles, and so that's not going to be good either. So what we're really looking for is something that's hard, but has just a little bit of cushion on the top, like this padded mat, or like the grass out front of your house, or even just some hard packed dirt, something that has just the tiniest bit of give to it. Now, number 2, we want to control our volume very specifically. So if you're just trying to bulletproof your joints, to prevent aging related issues, then doing very, very light hops for 20 or 30 seconds, 1 to 3 times a week is going to be just great. Probably more like 1 to 2 times per week. On the other hand, if you're really trying to build your explosive capacity, run faster, jump higher, hit harder, then we're still going to want to aim for 1 to 3, roughly 1 to 3 times per week. But we're going to do shorter windows of jumping with more explosive leaps. And the third thing I want you guys to focus on is building a rhythm. As you can see, you're not just bouncing up and down. You're building a specific rhythm with what we call light loading hops, building up to a nice big spring hop. So we're going to do, say, 2 loading hops, and then on the third one, we're going to get that nice big spring hop, and we're going to set that tempo, and we're going to stick to it. And if you really want to take your plyometrics to the next level, you'll definitely want to check out my Maasai jump program, because I looked at everything. I'm talking rate of force development, ground contact time, specific durations, everything that has to do with Maasai warriors and how they train jumping. And I boiled that all down through the lens of modern science, the latest plyometric science, into a single jump program. And the cool thing is you can stack it on top of whatever exercise routine you're already following, because there's only about 3 sessions per week, and each one's only about 20 minutes or so long. But now, for our demonstration, like I said, we're going to keep our body nice and loose, and we're really just going to look to build that nice tempo. 2 loading hops, and 1 big spring hop, okay? Just like this. So take this with you, give it a try, plug it into your workout routine, and don't forget to come back here and subscribe if you want to learn more.